And we are back, site visit number 2 from the man himself, Free Flat Eve. How you doing, brother? You good?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Now we're excited because there was a lot of promises made last time we were here. He said the communals are going to look tidy. He said the flats, at least 2 of them, are going to be finished. He had plans for the rear, doing rear extensions to create extra units. We were going to buy the freehold. So this is site visit update number 2. Let's see how far you've got.
Hi, come on, let's take a look at it.
But sorry, before we go inside, bro, what's going on here? This can't be all your rubbish.
Yeah, it's a long story because probably.
No, come and have a look at this. I came and I was walking around before you got here, and I saw tiles, skateboards, green waste, metal. There's even a car, a cooker, and I'll be honest, there's literally the kitchen sink. So what's going on?
Yeah, and do you know what the thing is? Yeah, there's so much things that are beyond my control at this point because properties are people's game, and sometimes you just can't control people. And best believe this is not my rubbish. So yeah, this is another headache I have to solve. But what I say is, if you're not solving problems, you're not making money. So
hey, that's a little one for you there. If you're not solving problems, you're not making money. All right, cool. So let's go and see some of the problems you've already solved. I can see. Last time I was in here, I couldn't see anything. It was floor to ceiling of all of the materials for upstairs. But I can see now you're just sort of looking at a little bit of remnants, and I can actually see, to be fair, you actually bought this flat in a decent condition.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like being able to, when I first came in, I was like, there's not much that actually needed to be done, and it's got a lot of, big open space. So at the moment, we've completely cleared it out, and we're going to be using it, as like some sort of temporary accommodation until, we fully get our plans all approved to be able to carry on the works on this flat.
Okay, now actually, I think that's one thing that I've noticed, particularly from you, from Aaron, from some of the younger gen. It's like you lot have really got that hustle. And I think that's important in property and in business. A lot of the time, as we get older, we start making money. We almost lose that hustle that made us so successful to start with. But I think connecting with people, make sure that it reminds me, you squeeze every pound. And then once you squeeze the pound, you squeeze out every penny of every opportunity possible. So this one is going to be used as emergency accommodations. You're going to be making a good nightly rate. And then upstairs, I think you've got it on Airbnb.
Yeah.
You delayed your completion, had access first. You had a minimum amount of time with the lending. You managed to negotiate a basically delayed payment with your builders. Yeah. So in every instant, you maximize every bit of this deal, which is great.
Yeah, so completely cleared this out. So it's just got some, pipe work, and then you go into the bathroom. So we actually had this, professionally cleaned. So they came in here, cleaned it up. Now I kind of know what I need to do to get in a lettable condition.
Yeah.
It comes.
Yeah, it's some of the money.
Yeah, to pay.
Just tell them everything. I know you're the hustler, so just tell them, listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I might actually talk to them today actually.
Yeah.
I just want to.
Because you've got so far with the communals, in comparison to where they were, communals have come a long way. And I think, like you said, just a carpet in this area, a couple of photos, and it's a different building.
Exactly. It's a complete different feel. But the thing is, I wasn't sure whether to go with flooring or carpet, because obviously flooring's easier to maintain, but then carpet gives it that homey feel when they come in here.
It's always I don't know, what do you guys prefer? Personally, for me, I'll go laminate. I just want just easy life, like just clean it down. But carpet again is easier to change and it's cheaper to install.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's less interference from noise and complaints and other things as well. So it's a balance. Personally, I'm a hard flooring man, but I think it's a coin flip.
Yeah, it definitely is. So we'll see.
So that's communals done, pretty much. Just carpets need to go down.
Yeah.
You've got flat D, which is the next flat that you've got in this building. Now, I know we'd love to go in there to see if it's finished. But like the hustler you are, this flat's already making you money. You got it on Airbnb, right?
Yes, I do. So I've got a booking on there. It's like mid-term tenant. So they're in there for like a month. So they're just paying for itself basically.
So let's see the Airbnb. How much did that booking make?
I'll show you guys all the facts and statistics.
Okay, so check the statistics.
So this was on Airbnb. So they're in Okay, insights. Nah, it's not this one. For this one. Wait, I will show you guys because I'm not capping when I say my last guess said this place was superb. Oh, I'll find it.
No pressure, no pressure.
I'll find it.
Bookings.
Bookings. I can't even find it right now. But I will. Yeah, it looks like I'm capping right now, doesn't it? It does look like I'm capping right now. It really does. But what date was 2 weeks ago? I think she came on the 1st. No, 8th. No, 5th. No. Yeah, this isn't looking good.
Just letting you know it's been a minute, you know.
Yeah. It's been. You can check. How do I go on reservations? So.
You ain't got to pressure it. You could just find it when it's ready.
Look, oh yeah. Look, 18 nights. Yeah. That's 1.5. But it's mad because how much they actually pay. If you look at how much they actually pay like that. So once you start getting the direct bookings, I don't have a website. If I had a website. Okay, so yeah, the next flat that we're going to take a look at is flat F. So that's the top floor flat. That was the one that was in the worst condition. When you lot would have come before, I'm not sure if it even had a ceiling on it.
No, I remember when I come because you was making all sorts of promises saying it's going to be done, it's going to be good to go. I'm sure there was bets made. Were there bets made? I think there were.
I can't remember, but anyways.
That's kind of secrets. I need to see what's happened.
But yeah, let's take a look at it.
So that's the third flat, looking really nice. Got to hold my hands up. The developer has kept to his word. And I think the main thing is, obviously you took this building on, it was quite a big project, but right now, in the space of like the next couple of weeks, all your flats are going to be making you money. So that's 2 on Airbnb, making you a good nightly rate. How much you get in a night?
Yeah, so it starts from like £109 a night. So,
the one you didn't even have to touch, and you're just gonna get it professionally cleaned.
Yeah.
How much is that one going to be making?
So that'll be between like £40 to £50 a night as well.
Okay. So potentially, £250, £270 plus, a night through the properties. And what about valuations? I know before you were saying potentially 660. Have you had the agents in yet to have a look?
Yeah, so last week I actually had 3 separate independent agents come in and they valued all 3 flats at 700,000, which is a good. So I was looking at 660, then it came at 700. So yeah, I'm really happy about that.
That's nice. So that's stage 1. So right now, in terms of things you've ticked off, refurbs, 2 flats is done.
Yeah.
3rd flat's about to go on the market for the what's it called? Emergency accommodation?
Yeah, emergency accommodation.
Emergency accommodation. How have you got with your planning thus far with AA drafting?
So yes, so that is onto the phase 2 side of things. So at the moment, we're still currently going through the freehold process because you can tell that whole dealing with freeholders is absolutely a nightmare. But yeah, just gonna stick through it, and we're due to complete that end of this month. So once we complete the purchase of the freehold, and then we're gonna put in the planning with that AA draft and supplied us with. So we've got the plans already, so we're just literally waiting.
Also waiting on freehold completion to be able to go and do the additional development.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of where you've got to in such a short space of time, it's really commendable. Make sure, where can people find you? How can they connect with you if they're interested?
So it's Ethan Hammond on YouTube and it's Ethan X Hammond on Instagram.
Great stuff. So what you've done on this one, you've raised investor funding, you've managed to agreed, was it a key undertaking to get access beforehand?
Delayed completion, yeah.
Delayed completion. You've managed to arrange great terms with your builders for delayed payments for the build cost.
Yeah.
And then you've also got the added value of the development potential because you're looking at buying the freehold.
Yeah.
So I think that what it shows you is you've really got to go and be creative in this market to make money. Now, do you have any tips for aspiring developers? Because you might be looking at thinking, I'm 24, but there's so many people now that are looking up to you. What tips would you give them?
I think the best tip that I can give right now is be hungry for knowledge. The way to get into property is to educate yourself first. So it's being able to, educate yourself, and I'd say now is the best time to educate yourself because you need to be able to identify the opportunities, because there will be opportunities coming onto the market, but without the right education and knowledge out there, you won't know. So it's good to be just, interacting with like the free resources out there, your page, my page, like there's so many different people that, put out free content. So just be absorbing all that free content so that you can go out to identify those opportunities.
We heard it here. Make sure you absorb everything. That means subscribing, liking, interacting, engaging, building your network, because we're building a community of developers here. So make sure you join us today by subscribing and becoming part of the Property by Kazy Collective.